So hello guys, in this video we are going to solve this problem. So in this problem it is given that let two known collinear vectors A and B inclined at an angle 2 pi by 3 be such that the length of vector A is 3 and the length of vector B is 4. A point P moves so that anytime T the position vector OP where O is the origin is given as OP vector is this e power t plus e power minus t multiplied by a vector plus e power t minus e power minus t multiplied by b vector. So this is the OP vector which is formed by the combination of this a vector and b vector. So in the problem, the length of a vector and b vector and the angle between them is given, and we are forming a new vector OP which is given by this. And in the problem, it is saying that if the least distance of P from the origin means this OP vector length minimum value. So OP vector length minimum value we can express in this form: root of A multiplied by root of A minus B. Then we have to find the value of A plus B, where A and B are natural numbers. So essentially in the problem it is given that we can express the minimum length of this OP vector in this form where A and B are natural number and we have to find the value of A plus B. So let's see how we can do this. So first of all, OP vector is given in this form like e power t plus e power minus t multiplied by A vector plus e power t minus e power minus t multiplied by B vector. So we know if we have some vector A and if you multiply by the same vector A, then you will get length of vector A square. So to find the minimum length of this OP vector, what we can do, we can multiply by the OP vector by OP vector, and we will get OP vector whole square, which is the length of OP vector whole square. So these two are same. So if you multiply this vector by itself, you will get this e power t plus e power minus t whole square and this a vector whole square, e power t minus e power minus t whole square and this multiply by this b vector whole square, and 2 times this vector and a vector dot product with b vector. So this is you will get after you multiply OP vector by OP vector. Now we know this thing is same as the length of vector a square. This thing is same as the length of vector b square, and this is the dot product. So a vector and b vector dot product is length of vector a and length of vector b, and angle between them is 2 pi by 3, which is given in the problem. Angle between them is this: length of vector a is given as 3 and length of vector b is given as 4. So this is the information we have. So let's put all these things. So if you put length of vector a square, it will become like 3 square, which is 9. So this will come here. And if you put length of vector b square, it will become like 4 square, which is 16, which will come here. And 2 times this thing multiplied by this thing. So it is a plus b, a minus b type form. So this will be e power 2t minus e power minus 2t. So this thing you will have here. And the length of vector a, length of vector b, and the angle between them is 2 pi by 3. So the cos of 2 pi by 3 will come as minus half. So this will form minus half. So that's why I put minus half here. So this is the simplified version of this OP vector whole square, which is same as the OP vector length whole square. Now you can open this. So if you open this, you will get e power 2t plus e power minus 2t and plus 2, which is simply like a plus b whole square. We know it is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So I simply use that formula. Here you will get e power 2t plus e power minus 2t and minus 2, and here you have this 2 and 2 cancel and 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, and there is one minus sign, so you will get this. Now you can combine. So here you have 9 times this and 16 times this and minus 12 times this. So 9, 16 and minus 12. So 25 minus 12 will give us 13. So we have 13 times e power 2t. Similarly, 9 times this and 16 times this, which will give us 25, and plus 12 times, because minus minus will become plus. So we have 25 plus 12, which will give us 37. So we have 37 e power minus 2t, and lastly there is 9 multiplied by 2 which is 18, and 16 multiplied by 2 it is 32. So 18 minus 32 will give us minus 14. So that I write here. So this is the final simplified version. Now this is the length of vector OP square, and we have to find the minimum value. So length of vector OP minimum value, because in the problem it is given that if the least distance of P from the origin means this vector OP minimum length is given in this form, is given by this form. So we have to find the value of a plus b. So we have to first of all find the value, the minimum value of the vector OP. So to find the minimum value of the length of vector OP, we have to differentiate it with respect to t, because t is a variable here. So if you differentiate it with respect to t, you will get 13 is as it is, e power 2t differentiation is e power 2t, and 2t differentiation is 2, and e power minus 2t is as it is, this differentiation is minus 2, and 14 differentiation will become 0. So you will get this 26 e power 2t minus 74 e power minus 2t, and from if you equate this to 0, then you will get e power 4t as 74 by 26, and this will become as 37 by 13. So this e power 4t value is equal to 37 by 13, and from here you will get e power 2t value, it is root of 37 by 13. So from here you will find out the e power 2t value, which will come as this root of 37 by 13. And now you know the length of vector OP is given by this. So you can put e power 2t value here. So if you put e power 2t value here, this will come 13 times root of 37 by 13, and here 37 times uh, we have here e power minus 2t. So e power minus 2t will come as root of 13 by 37, just the reverse of this. So I put here, and we have minus 14. So if you simplify this, you will get this factor here plus this thing here, because this will cancel, and here it will come root of 37, and this will cancel here, here it will come root of 13. So from here you will get this plus this, which will come 2 times root of 37 multiplied by 13, and here it is minus 14. Now what you can do, you can find out the OP vector minimum value by taking square root of this, because this is OP vector minimum OP vector length minimum value whole square. So you have to take square root. So you will get this, and after that you can take this 2 outside, and you will get this. And if you multiply this 37 multiplied by 13, and you will get this as 481 if you multiply 37 by 13, and if you compare this with our initial form, which is root 2 times root of a minus b. So you will get a value as 481 and b value as 7. A and b are natural number, and if you add them, you will get a plus b as 488. So in this way we can solve this. So a plus b value is 488. So this is the final answer, and in this way we can solve.